All right, this recording is to talk only about FAST interventions. We're going to have an upcoming meeting where we talk about the whole process for referring a student. But right now, what you can be working on is actual interventions. So that is what this recording is about. So on September 10th, our referral tracker will open. That means that you are able to refer students to the FAST team. All right, so there's 3 reasons why you would refer students. The first is attendance. The second is FRC support. So the student might be homeless. There could be a house fire. There's some type of, maybe a teen pregnancy, something like that. And then the final reason is for engagement or falsifying attendance. This is what I'm going to focus on today when I talk about interventions. Okay, please keep in mind, we do not refer kids to FAST for bad grades if they are trying but they just don't get it. FAST is not a tutoring service. FAST is for kids who are not doing what they're supposed to do. And it's the homeroom teacher's responsibility to do the referring. Okay, so engagement at NCVA is defined as the student meeting the requirements of the school. So if you're looking to see if a student is engaged or not, there's 2 main things you're looking for. Number 1, is the student logging into every class and doing their work each day? So some indicators, if you have a student that has 10 overdue items, they're probably not going to class and doing work every day. When you look at their progress menu, is it adequate? So, for example, this is a math class. This says that after 5 days worth of school, this student has only done 36 seconds worth of class. Well, that's not adequate. So if a student is supposed to be spending approximately an hour a day doing work, and generally that works in the online high school, then it would make sense that there should be, if it's the 5th day of school, this should be pretty close to 5 hours. Give or take an hour or 2. Some kids do work offline. But if you go into the My Progress screen and you see a matter of seconds or minutes, you know that they are not spending the time that they're supposed to be spending. The other indicator that a student is not engaged is that they're not going to Class Connect. And the easiest way to find out this information is just to look in the TVS notes. When teachers send those missed class emails, they note it in TVS. So if there's 10 missed class emails, that's a pretty good indication that the student's not going to class. So, what is an intervention? An intervention is an actionable task that you do with the student. You give it to the student and then you follow up on it. And the follow up is really important. So here are some examples. You sign students up for catch-up hour and then you check back to see if they attended. Okay? If they didn't attend, then that means that they definitely are not engaged, or that's one more example of how they are not engaged. Send a student a to-do list. So look at their classes, give them 5 things that you want them to do over the weekend, and tell them, I'm going to check back on Monday. When you check back, do they do it? Did they not do it? Call home and talk to the learning coach and the student. See what's going on. You might find out that there's something else getting in the way. Set up a one-on-one time, or maybe it's in small group, and actually try to help the student. See if the student attends and comes and then does whatever you try to help them with. Or you can even ask a student to stay after class one day and go through the list of work that they need to do with them, and then again follow up and see if they actually do what you ask them to do. So the way this works is, as content teachers, we can be doing these interventions with our kids in our class, and that will help our homeroom teachers out. But we also, as homeroom teachers, do these interventions for our homeroom kids to help our content teachers out. This is why notes in TVS are so important. Because if everybody is documenting what they do as a homeroom teacher, when it comes time for you to refer, it's very easy to see what interventions have already happened. So what should you be doing right now as we wait for this upcoming meeting? You should be working on interventions, especially for your content kids. Right now, it is easiest for you to know what is happening in your classes. So work on interventions with those kids and mark it in TVS. If you're really concerned about a student in your class, please email their homeroom teacher so that it's on your homeroom teacher's radar. that they need to be watching this student as well. If you have some homeroom students that you are worried about, then same thing. You can start emailing their content teachers, and you also can start making interventions right now with your homeroom kids if you know that some are really struggling. Please, please, please just remember, mark everything in TVS. That way, again, when it's time to submit these referrals, it's very easy for you to look in the TVS notes and see what you have done, and for other teachers to see what has been done as well.